Good morning to all. This is B. Srinivas, lecturer in commerce, SRNK Government Degree College, Banswara, District Kamareddy, State Telangana. The student, the last video lesson we have discussed about the various points regarding the company secretary, such as meaning of company secretary, appointment of company secretaries, and qualification of company secretary. In this class, we are going to discuss about another important topic regarding the company secretary, that is rights and duties of company secretary. You know that who is company secretary? He is the qualified person appointed under Company Act as well as Institute of Company Secretaries Act. He performs various duties according to the rules and regulation laid down in various type of act, and he has various type of rights provided under Company Act as well as Company Secretary Act. Okay, company secretary is the person who appointed to give legal advices and guide in formulating company policies as well as the preparation of plan, who control the affairs of secretarial of company. That's why company secretary plays vital role in a company administration. Let us discuss about various type of duties performed by the company secretary under various type of act. Here mainly duties performed by the company secretary can be classified under two categories. These are statutory duties and general duties. Here statutory duties, first we discuss about the duties, then rights. Statutory duties, these duties mandatory to be performed by the company secretary under various type of act. Okay, this duty has to be performed every company secretary accordingly rules and regulation mentioned in various type of act. Let us discuss about various type of acts under what type of duties performed by the company secretary. Here in case of first one under Indian Company Act. Here under Indian Company Act, in the case of public limited company, the secretary has to make the statutory declaration required before commencement of the business by the company. You know the incorporation process of the company. After incorporation, where officially company transactions are commencement, the company secretary has to declare various type of rules regulation are followed and various type of document, required document are submitted to the company register for the incorporation. Hence he has to make the statutory declaration before the commencement of the business regarding all type of formalities according to the Company Act for incorporation of the business or commencement of the business activities are completed or followed, and various type of required document submitted to the company register. It is necessary to statutory declaration when commencement of business official. Second one, he should supervise the maintenance of books and register of the company. Here, various type of books, ledger accounts, and registers are maintained in every company to record various type of daily transactions and transactions regarding the investment, loans, and various type of primary agreements. Okay, that's why company secretary has to supervise how the books are prepared, how they are maintained. If there is any lack recording the transaction, he has to give advice to maintain regularly to concerned officer. And various type of register are maintained in the company. Register regarding the shareholders, register related to debentures, register related to other loans, register related to assets and other liabilities. Okay, that's why company secretary has to supervise every register and book maintained to record transactions regularly in the company. Next one, he is responsible for preparation and authentication of resolution, returns and documents and their filing with the register of the company. You know that there are so many steps involving the incorporation of the company. Company has to prepare and submit various type of document to the company register at the time of company incorporation. That's why here company secretary official officer. Then he has to responsible for preparation and submission of various type of required document in preparing authentication of resolutions and returns for filing to the register of the company. He has to give various type of advices whenever required for the preparation of various type of document and returns. Fourth one, he should supervise the issue, allotment, transfer and forfeiture of shares and debentures. Here, company secretary is the chief officer of the company. That's why he has to supervise every transaction regarding the share issue. You know that a company are procure required capital by issuing majorly shares. That's why he has to confirm and verify the transaction regarding the issue of shares, allotment of shares, transfer of shares. If unpaid card, then forfeiture of shares and debentures. He has to verify how much amount procured by the issuing of shares and how much amount of call arrears, how much amount of forfeiture shares and various type of steps involving in the issue. Then fifth one, he is responsible for the issue of share certificate, debenture certificate and any other certificate document on behalf of the company. Yes, here he is the chief officer of the company. That's why he has to see after issuing the shares or debenture to the shareholder or debenture holder, it is necessary to provide certificate regarding the issue of shares or debentures in a minimum requirement time. Otherwise, he has to face some legal aspect. That's why company secretary has to issue certificate immediately after issuing a shares or debenture to the shareholder or debenture holder of the company. Next one, he is responsible for safe custody and proper use of common seal of the company. You know that a Company Act provided to company legal entity. Company has legal entity. Company has performed various type of activities in the name of company only. For this purpose, Company Act, Company Register Office allot a special legal seal to the company, which is put on every document and necessary transaction relating to the company. Then it is the responsible of the company secretary as chief officer of the company for safe custody and a proper use of common seal. Sometimes it may be chance to misuse by some other employees who are working in the company. Then he has to see that it will be utilized for only company purposes, for only official affairs of the company. Then seventh one, in the case of finding up of the company by the court, he is to verify the statement to be submitted to the official receiver of liquidator or liquidator. You know that while winding up of company, various type of legal formality has to fulfill, or various type of document will be prepared and submitted to the liquidator or official receiver appointment by the court. In this regard, various type of such as a statement of affairs or deficit account or other schedules. Company secretary has to take necessary actions regarding the preparation of various type of necessary statement which are required in time of winding up of company, and it will be submitted to the company receiver as well as the liquidator who are appointed by the court. Okay, these are the various type of duties performed by the company secretary under the Indian Company Act. Let us discuss the duties to be performed under the Income Tax Act. You know that every organization has to pay income tax according to the Income Tax Act 1961 on profit acquired by the organization in every year. Okay, under this act, let us see what type of duties are performed by the company secretary. First one, it is the duty of company secretary to see that the income tax is deducted at source from the dividend and interest payable and from salaries of employees. You know that dividend will be paid to the shareholder. Shareholder are the owner of the company. Dividend means is nothing but part of the profit distributed to the shareholder. When profit will be distributed to the shareholder, when dividend will be paid to the shareholder, will be paid to the shareholder, it is necessary to deduct tax at source while payment dividend to the shareholder. After deduction of this tax, remaining amount will be paid to the shareholder. Next one, while paying the interest to the debenture holder on the debenture, then TDS will be deducted from the interest, remaining interest will be paid to the debenture holder. Then whenever salary is paid to the employees who are working in various level in the company organization, then TDS will be deducted and a net income, net salary will be paid to the employees. Okay, this all information has to see by the company secretary as the chief officer of the company. Second one, he is supervise the timely filing of tax returns with the income tax authorities and issuing of certificate of income tax deducted every shareholder receiving a dividend or debenture holder receiving interest. Okay, as a chief officer of the company, he has to see that and he has to supervise the timely filing of income tax returns with tax authorities, and he has to supervise, he has to see regarding the issuing of certificate of income tax deducted to every shareholder receiving who are receiving dividend or debenture holder who are receiving interest. After deducting the TDS, then a company has to provide this certificate to the debenture holders as well as the shareholders and employees of the company for their personal income tax assessment. That's why he has to supervise and see regarding the issuing of the certificate to the concerned person. Next, various duties performed under the Indian Stamp Act. Okay, some type of duties will be performed by the company secretary under Indian Stamp Act. It is duty of the secretary to ensure that every legal document, share certificate, transfer forms, share warranty, debenture certificate, mortgage and charges, hundis, personal promissory notes, etc., are affixed with a stamp of requisite amount. You know that it is necessary to affix a required stamp on legal document, on every legal document. If it is not affixed on correct time, it will be treated as the void document. That's why it is the duty of company secretary as the chief officer of the company to see the required stamp are affixed on document or not. Then duties under other act. Here other duties also performed by the company secretary under various type of act such as sale tax act and other act. Under the sale tax act, he is to ensure timely submission of tax returns to the sales tax authorities and payment of such taxes. You know that every organization has to pay sale tax. For this purpose, has to submit the tax returns to the sale tax department, and he has to see and supervise the proper tax or returns filled to certain department or not. Then he has to supervise tax will be calculated correctly or not. Then under the Factories Act, and he has to perform various type of duties regarding under the Factory Act, Payment of Wages Act, Indian Dispute Act, the Estate Duty Act, Monopolies and Restrictive Trade Practice Act. He should comply with the relevant requirement. You know that there are so many acts are there relating to the company activities like a Factories Act, Payment of Wages Act. Sometimes it may be chance to any conflict or dispute arises between the employees and directors or a company. Then in that time it is a duty of the secretary to solve that conflict legally. And there are so many actors there related with the company affairs, such as the Payment of Wages Act and Indian Disputes Act, the State Duty Act, Monopoly Restrictive Act, Trade Practice Act. Okay, then he has to comply with every relevant requirement regarding this every act. Whenever any dispute or conflict arises to with regarding this any mentioned act, he has to verify and try to and make proper step to solve particular conflict or dispute. Next, these are the statutory duties we have discussed. Let us discuss about the general duties to be performed by the company secretary in the organization. Duties as an agent of the company. You know that he is the chief officer of the company, and he will be perform various type of duties as an agent. He enter into various type of document on behalf of the company as an agent. He communicate various type of information to the required persons as an agent of the company. In this regard, he play duty as an agent of the company in forwarding various type of information to the company officials, and he make coordination between various type of department among the employees, among the directors, among the various type of information. Next, duties toward the director and managerial person. You know that the first director play major role in appointment of company secretary. Sometime director will allot special duties to the company secretaries. Under this condition, he has to perform these duties allotted by the directors, and he has a duty towards the director. He help the director in making the various policies regarding the company development and preparation of financial plans of the company for the various purposes. And he has to give advices to the various managerial person whenever required, and he have to give some legal guidelines to the managerial persons in performing their activities in various level. Duties towards the shareholders. You know that a shareholder of the owner of the company. That's why company secretary has to perform various duties towards the its shareholder. He has to see, he has to protect shareholder rights. He has to see allotment of the shares, and he has to see about the issuing of share certificate to the allotted shareholders. He has to see about the forfeiture of shares and call areas, and he has to inform every information of the company to the shareholder. He has to play important role in conducting annual general meeting of the shareholder also. Next, duties as public relation officer. You know that here company secretary plays multi-dimensional role in the company activities. He has play role as a public relation officer. In this regard, he has to communicate various information regarding the various interested parties. They may be promoters or directors or employees or shareholder or debenture holder or government or various type of or company registration officer or other persons. He has to communicate every information. He has to conduct the public uh, press note, press meet or public meet to intimate the information regarding the company activities to the society. Yes, duties as an office executive. Here he play a major role in a execution of company activities. For this purpose, he has to perform various type of executive duties in a controlling and formulating a company activities. He has to give various type of advices to the various type of personnel who are working in various type of level. He has to give advices to the director in formulating various type of plans, and he has to formulate various type of executive duties for the company development and as a daily as to control daily transaction of the company. These are the general duties to be performed by the company secretaries. Okay, let us discuss about the various rights of company secretary according to the Company Act and Institute of Company Secretaries Act. First one, secretary has the right to exercise control and supervise of the secretarial department. You know that he is the head of the secretarial department. He has full power to control every activity of secretarial department within hand. He has give guidelines to the smooth conducting activities of the secretarial department, and he has right to control the activities of who are personnel who are working in the secretarial department, and he he has to supervise the activities of the engaged personnel in the secretarial department. Second, he has the right to sign document requiring authentication of the company. Okay, he will be treated as the chief secretarial officer. In this regard, he has to put a sign on every requirement legal department which on he has to sign on every authentical and necessary document will be prepared and submitted to the company register as well as the various type of person. He has a right to put sign on various type of primary agreement made with various third party. Then next one, he has a right to receive reasonable notice before his service can be terminated. You know that without any proper reason, his service cannot be terminated by any official or director of the company. If so, then he will sue against the company and the director also in court. He has a right to receive reasonable notice by before terminating of his services. He has the right to receive reasonable notice before his service can be terminated. Actually, director can be issue notice regarding the termination of company secretary without completion of due date. Okay, so company secretary will be appointed for a certain period. Okay, then he has to perform his duty till to that period. Without completion of that due date, if director without any reason they terminated, then he can sue the director in the court. That's why proper notice will be forwarded to the company secretary before he is terminated without completion of termination date. He can claim damages for wrongful dismissal. Okay, if any problem arises, any conflict arises between a secretary and a board, if any mistake made by the director regarding the dismissal of services of company secretary, then he has the right to claim damages. He has the right to sue on a director of the company and a company, and he has the right to claim damage from the company regarding a wrongful dismissal from his services. He has the right to receive all his dues as a creditor in case of winding up of the company, and a 4-month salary not exceeding rupees 1000 as a preferential creditor. You know that secretary can be treated as a preferential creditor in case of any remuneration due to the secretary by the company. Especially in case of winding up of company, remuneration due to the secretary comes under the preferential creditor list. That's why he has to write receive all dues by the company in case of winding up of the company, and 4 months salary not exceeding rupees 1000 as per the preferential creditor. This condition mentioned in the Company Act under the insolvency protection. Okay, these are the various duties to be performed by the company secretary in the company, and various type of rights provided by provided by the Company Act and other act to the company secretary. Okay, thank you for watching my video lesson. Thank you, one and all.